KDB. KDB.
Beats Planet.
Okay, look, chat, relax, because I'm reading the chat, okay? So I'm assuming that Tamara is in the chat on the Voch side. She asked a question. Will, can you see the chat?
Yes, sir.
Just so look, we I don't even know boy name because I don't watch basketball, right? But the head coach for the Celtics or whatever, right? He's getting a lot more coverage than Brett Favre should be getting, whatever. But but they are talking about it, right? With the whole the lady that's at the his work wife at the Celtics joint. I didn't even know that he was married to Nia Long or something like that or whatever. Will, Steele, would you just hit mute for 1 second?
Oh shit! Hold on. Here we go. Here. All right. You are muted, sir. Let me check one more time. We're good. Yep. 100%. And we're back, as Voch Lombardi would say.
All right. One day we gonna bring y'all in on these conversations. No, we're not. All right. Hey, yo, look, Will, somebody in the chat box says muted. Yeah.
Well, I hope so. I sure hope he was muted on that one, please.
Boy, look, we just got this job. Goddamn. All right, we got stuff to talk about today, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in all week. We see the same names in here all week, man. We're just grateful, man. I'm grateful for all y'all that come through, that tune in to Will in the morning for the pregame show. I've been sleeping a lot lately, man. Sorry, Will. But for y'all that tune in to the Will Steele, to the Will Steele show, to A to Z Dallas in the morning, then you come to the volume and just chill with us in the evening. I appreciate y'all. We're here to talk about Cowboys offense versus Giants defense today. Now, this is going to be a different conversation than it was yesterday, because yesterday, you know, when you talk about the Giants offense, it's really Saquon Barkley, stop him, make Daniel Jones throw the football. That's your formula. But there's going to be a lot more to this Giants defense. And, you know, it's not that I think that the Giants defense is super incredibly talented, but they do a lot of funky things. But just like we did with the other show yesterday, I think that we can make some comparisons by way of who we've played before, right? Like if we just compare who we are to some of the teams that we've played before, would be the Buccaneers and the Bengals. I think that we can find some positive spots in some ways that we can beat up on the Giants. So we're gonna go to some of those some of those things that we can do to beat up on Wink Martindale. So I just pulled up the Giants depth chart. Did you know Wink's real name is Don?
Yes, Don? He's actually named after, I don't know if you know who Wink Martindale is, the old school host, TV show game host. Yeah.
So when you was 25, Wink Martindale was on TV doing game. I wasn't born at that time.
Hey.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
God damn it. By the way, happy anniversary.
Hey, man, this is the anniversary of I'm a Man, I'm 40. And I will say, I don't think I'm a Man, I'm 40 is going anywhere. You're well into your 40s. Of course, I got another decade before I get to my 40s. But I just think that that sound clip ain't going nowhere, especially with the idea that Jason Peters is here. And we're going to talk about Jason Peters in a little bit. But let's get this show started, man. I'm your host, Voch Lombardi, man.
What it look like for the old school?
You can follow me on all my social medias, VOCHLOMBARDI. I'm being point guarded by the best in the business.
Big Willie. Everybody gonna die.
Appreciate you, my guy. What's good with you, sir?
Hey, man, doing well. I think we had a good couple last 2 days, prepping for these Giants, and I feel pretty good.
For sure. They were talking about us muting in the our little mute talk. They was like, all right, cool, mute it, because I read lips. That's why I do this. That's why I do this, dog. I just got this job, bro. You feel me? I just got this job. And I just think I've unlocked something for the volume that's going to raise their bottom line in terms of how much they're bringing in revenue wise. So I need to be eligible for a raise at the end of the year. A damn holiday bonus. Me and Will still need to get benefits and houses, man. So look, we ain't just finna be saying jokes on the volumes platform, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna get us up out of here. That's why we're gonna say the jokes for later when we're not doing football content. You feel me? Pedroski dropped a deuce in the super chat. He says where there's he says where there's Brett Favre, there's a penis joke. Sir,
jeez,
relax, famo, relax. All right, let's kind of get into it, man. Let's get into some of this talk. Let's go to Michael Gelkin's Twitter today. Will Steele, Dak Prescott's running around here with his helmet on and his little quarterback hoodie with his red "Don't touch me" jersey on. I'm like, all right, Dak, I see you, sir. Now, in my mind, if I just got some hand surgery and I'm the franchise quarterback, and surgery less than a week ago, right? It's like been about 9-10 days since he had surgery or so.
Something like that. Still?
Yeah. You would think that if it's bad, he need to sit his ass down somewhere. But no, Dak Prescott got a little doohickey that keeps his thumb up, you know what I mean? And they did the other little thing there with a little yamin there, and he's over there high-fiving motherfuckers with his offhand. If I'm the head coach, you don't need to be high-fiving nobody. you the franchise quarterback player. Sit down somewhere.
Take with my strong hand. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, sir. Now, listen, y'all. Dak ain't playing for the Giants. I don't think that's the thing. But Dak is high-fiving people. So what I'm assuming here, right? And we're not going to get much information from Mike McCarthy, and I love the fact, because Jerry Jones keep coming out with audio clips. I love the fact that we're not getting any information from Mike McCarthy. Cool. But I think that the fact that Mike McCarthy is giving us nothing, that gives me optimism, right? Whatever Mike McCarthy says, go backwards like 2 spots, right? So if Mike McCarthy says, yo, there's no way he's playing. Okay, so yeah, 2 spots from that. Okay, well, it's very likely that he's not playing, right? But if Mike McCarthy said, hey, he's looking cool, got his stitches and shit, yeah, we'll talk about it. You go 2 steps back from that, they go, okay, cool. I could possibly get a little bit of optimism from here. So I'm assuming that, he got his bones fixed with his little plate in there. Do they ever take them plates out, Will, or they just gotta live with it forever?
I have to ask the doctor next time I talk to him.
My fancy doctor colleague, consigliere constituents. So yeah, he got that in his hand. He got stitched up. I'm assuming that they're gonna that they've taken the stitches out. I guess they've worked on the look at Will still with the they have gotten down the swelling. So I guess at this point they're just working on the grip strength of Dak Prescott. If you have been on Twitter all day, not on this screen necessarily, but just on Gelkin's Twitter, you'll see Dak squeezing. They're not tennis balls, they're like softballs or whatever.
Oh my gosh. Please, somebody clip it. I'm sorry again. I'm so sorry. Please go.
Basically,
hey, but yeah, Dak squeeze. All right, so yeah, let's move on to Jason Peters. We're still, Jason Peters.
Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry, man.
Jason Peters has been spotted. Well, this is crazy.
This is crazy.
The hands in the. Wait a minute, time out. No, the hands in the air.
Fam,
yes,
you're giving me layups, man. You just.
All right.
Okay. We will get serious. We're so sorry. Go ahead.
damn shame what they did to that dog.
Jason Peters. I'm not liking it, Will. Actually, let me turn the music down.
Yeah, turn the music down. This is go ahead.
I want to ask the chat box this, right? So I'm looking directly at the chat right now, right? Well, I'm looking at the camera because I'm talking to y'all. This is me reading the chat, but this is me looking at y'all. Let me just ask y'all this, just to kind of get a feel for what y'all thinking. Pulse of the Nation, ain't that one of your segments, Will? Pulse of the Ain't that something?
Yes, indeed. Pulse of the Nation.
Shouts out to Cochran Firm and all. Worth the Poor, whoever.
No, not them no more. No.
Whoever put money on that segment. Listen, I just want to ask the chat. Tyler Smith has been playing left tackle for 2 games. 2 games. He's looked very solid those 2 games. He looks like an NFL left tackle those 2 games. But let me ask y'all this. Jason Peters is healthy. For shits and giggles, let's say Tyron Smith is healthy, okay? Do you keep Tyler Smith at left tackle, or do you put him back at guard? I'm going to give you a lengthy just kind of talk about this, just to kind of give you my stance on this. I'm just going to be looking at y'all's comments to see what y'all got to say about it. Then I'm going to look at Will Steele and we're going to talk about it. Tyler Smith going back to left guard has nothing to do with Tyler Smith, in my opinion, right? I tweeted just a little bit ago, VOCHLOMBARDI on Twitter. I was like, you shut down the maximum potential of your offensive line by putting Tyler Smith at left tackle and keeping him there. Why? Because you got 3 left tackles now. We're just assuming everybody's help. Let's just assume everybody's help. You got 3 left tackles that can play. And none of them dudes play right tackle. So let's just take that away. Plus, Steady Steele is playing fine. Cool. This is your pool. If I told you that you had to maximize potential with those 3 left tackles, I would ask you, what would you do? None of those gentlemen have experience playing left guard, but Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith is a guy that you planned on being your left guard, especially for this year. They called him a left side player, right? So it could be guard and tackle. You know what I mean? Just don't put him on the other side. Cool. I even think Tyler Smith has the ability to transition from left guard to left tackle. Now, this is my big problem here with the people that I've been talking to on social media, right? And not problem, but this is the reason why you can't leave Tyler Smith at left tackle. One, because you caused this car accident, this traffic, by not involving Jason Peters or Tyron Smith. But the biggest, most egregious part, let me get my music ready. Matt Farniak ain't ready. Will Steele.
Yeah.
If you had Ron Leary at left guard, would you leave Tyler Smith at left tackle?
Yeah. Yep.
Of course you would. Of course. Right. 100%. Because look, this immediately turns into, yo, we good at left guard? Cool. Hey, if Tyler Smith, let's Dak Prescott, Tony Romo this shit. We're ready for the future now. We got two old men. How old are they, Will Steele?
40.
Hit the button.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
You got Jason Peters that's 40, and Tyron Smith's body is 40. You know what I mean? He 31, but shit, he tired. That man exhausted.
Tyron Smith's bones.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Bones 40. So, if Ron Leary was your guard, and you feel good at guard, and you got a stud at guard, and you feel great at guard, Tyler Smith at left tackle makes a lot of sense, because now you can go, yo, let's move and let's just keep you in the fire just to get you ready for the future. You're the future now. And these other men, this 1-year contract that Jason Peters on for $38 and a bag of chips, Tyron Smith, he ain't making that much in terms of starting left tackle money, but hey, it's just probably time to move on from him anyway. If it was Tyler Smith, Ron Leary, Biotish, if that was your left side, I'm fine with that, Will Steele. When I say maximize potential, I mean of those three left tackles, the one that can play left guard is Tyler Smith. He would look fantastic at left guard. Not only will he look fantastic, he'll look better at left guard than he would look at left tackle, right? I know we speak with a lot of optimism about Tyler Smith playing left tackle, but let's just be clear. That's by way of what we expect. That's just our expectations, right? If we didn't expect Tyler Smith to play left tackle and we just didn't see the film of him in Tulsa at left tackle looking funny, and we didn't have the idea of Tyler Smith playing left guard, if it was just straight up and down Tyler Smith, we would grade him differently. But we said he would be fantastic at guard, and then he worked out at guard, and then he preseasoned at guard, and he was whooping ass at guard, and now we forced him at tackle versus two gangsters, so we're grading him on a curve. Tyler Smith, for what we expect of Tyler Smith, we think highly of him. But as I did my offensive line grades, Will Steele, we do them every single week. Tyler's about the third best guy. Possibly the fourth best guy. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that he's playing horrible, not saying that he's playing bad. He's pulled some assignments to where he got to play against Shaq Barrett and Trey Hendrickson, two gangsters. But we are grading him on a curve because he's a young rookie tackle that we thought was going to play guard. But if his name was Cam Irving, Will Steele, if his name was just simply Cam Irving, right? He was just playing left tackle. He was Cam Irving. We'll go, hey, you're doing a solid job. Good job. If his name was Tyron Smith, what we getting from Tyler? If his name was Tyron Smith, we'll go, hey, I need a little more from you. I need a little more from you. You understand? So when we grade Tyler Smith, we're grading him on a curve. We're grading him on that rookie curve. You want to know who Tyler Smith playing way better than? Fucking Farniak. Way better than him. So to maximize my potential of my offensive line, you take Jason Peters. If you take Jason Peters' 2021 film versus Tyler Smith's left tackle 2022 film, Jason Peters is the better left tackle. Tyron Smith, when he's not going ouch, is the better left tackle. If you look at and they could be a little bit better than left tackle. That's fine. Whatever, however they can look a little better than Tyler. It's whatever, cool. But Tyler is about 5 times better than Matt Fournette. Maybe 6. So in my mind, and this is only my mind, y'all ain't got to agree with me. I just want to know y'all thoughts. In my mind, to optimize your output, your potential output, it got to be Jason Peters, Tyler Smith, Biadasz, Zach, steady Steele. Will, what's your thoughts on what I said, sir?
Well, you kind of left out the biggest thing in all this, right? Is that they're talking about, well, not talking. I mean, let me pull it up for you here.
Let's shit back up. Right, yes.
Jason, what do they say in this industry? Bury the lead.
Yeah, my bad.
Jason Peters is doing some left guard things.
Just because both those dudes on the offensive line at the same time, that's not maximized potential. And the only reason I would think that Jason Peters, let's look at this 2 ways, Will. Still, yeah, we could be looking at Jason Peters as a left guard while Tyler is at left tackle, of course, right? But what if this turns into all right, so what if in the next game Fournette gets hurt or something, then we need something to happen, right? Then maybe we'll, if something happens to Tyler and Fournette and McGovern don't come back, then maybe you'll want Jason Peters at left. Like if this picture was taken in super emergency context, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Or if maybe something happens with Terrence on the right side and with Lesko and Ball not ready, maybe in some emergency situation you would want to put Jason, right? So that could be a thing, right? In an emergency, Jason could be there.
I've called it moving Jason Peters into guard. To me, feels dramatic, because I felt like you didn't bring him in here to play guard. Now, here's a question, and we're just talking, right? We're trying to talk this thing out. Here's a question. Yeah. I would love to ask somebody down there, maybe it have to be inside stuff because they would never leak this to the media for real. Somebody that's actually watching these practices when Jason is out there.
Sure.
Is Jason, and I'm not trying to start nothing, don't run this nowhere. I'm just asking questions. Is Jason not looking right at tackle? Jason Peters not looking up to snuff at tackle as much as they wanted him to be. So they're like, hey, since,
I'm a man. I'm 40.
We're going to figure something else out. And the next place to be is the position where you have the most liability right now. And it's Matt Fournette. And don't get it twisted. Anybody saying Matt Fournette's playing well is wrong. He leads the NFL in pressures across the entire line. And he has 12 pressures allowed. 11 of his 12 pressures, I think this is very underrated, come from true pass sets, meaning we're taking out screens. We're taking out play action rollouts to the other side. Drop back, half the block. He's given up the most pressures in true pass sets. That can't happen. So you got to find a different solution. Is it Jason? Is it McGovern? Is it Tyler Smith? And I think it all comes back down to 2 things here. One, this is a good thing that we're having this conversation. I don't want people to forget that. The fact that Tyler Smith has played well enough to make us have this conversation is a good thing. You know how Cowboys Nation get. They want to pit everybody against each other. You know what I mean? Let's not do that. This is a good thing. 2, it's about a developmental side. Some people are all about the development, and then some people want to get the best 5 out there.
Sure.
It's hard. To me, I'm all about, I want to win now.
Yeah.
But I see the developmental side. So the developmental people, are you willing to be okay with having a liability, because that's what Fournette is, a liability on the interior for the name of development 12 months down the line? I personally think I saw, one more and I'm done. I personally think I saw Tyler Smith do enough to be like, all right, cool. That is something to build off of. Now let's put you back where we drafted you to play and put out the best line.
Let's see if I can make this make just a little bit of sense. D-Town text G in the chat box says, disagree, Voch, with a thumbs down. Tell me why. I'll be looking out for your comment. If Tyler Smith struggles with anything, it's the mental side, right? Mm-hmm. So think about offensive line in this way. You have position, guard and tackle, and then you have the side that you're on, left and right. So let's just talk about changing sides, right? And changing sides and changing. Okay, watch it. So going from left guard to left tackle, right? Tackle to guard, guard to tackle. That's more of a physical need. going from left side to right side is a mental struggle. You see what I'm saying? So, I got to change my mechanics. So going from left side to the right side, I got to change my mechanics. I got to change my placement. I got to change the way things look. I got to change the way my hand is, right? Guard to tackle is simply, okay, well, can I wrestle this dude here or can I move quick enough here, right? So when I saw people say things along the line of, oh, well, are you stunting Tyler Smith's growth by moving him from left guard to from left guard to left tackle? Tyler Smith is physically impressive enough to play tackle on an island and to wrestle people in a phone booth at guard. He's physically impressive enough to do both, which is why I like the left side player designation.
Yeah.
That's what they call him, left side player. The minute you go from left guard to right guard, then your brain needs to make a switch. We don't want Tyler Smith thinking. We just want Tyler Smith to be the physical guy.
And let's not forget. I mean, I feel like because, he's a first round pick and we're all rooting for Tyler. Mm-hmm. Your franchise quarterback is out right now because of Tyler Smith. That's just facts. And I love Tyler Smith. I love the potential. But because he didn't get off the ball, he was still hand in the dirt.
Sure.
The rest of your offensive linemen are up firing. Shaq Barrett's getting shot out of a cannon. And then he reacts. And it's too late because he's not even with Shaq Barrett when he gets up. He's past Tyler Smith. Dak can't step up into a throw, so he has to drift 1 second, gets it out, hand comes down, and it's. Now I understand that's a freak accident, but what caused it? There's always a cause. It was Tyler Smith. So I love Tyler, but I saw enough. Let's build off of it now. Getting back in there at guard so you can fortify the interior. You cannot have pressure come into the quarterback's face. Cooper Rush had pressure come into his face like 3 or 4 times in that game because Fournier.
Yeah, 100%. And that's my biggest problem with this whole thing. It's my biggest problem with this whole thing, bro, is that Fournier is not ready just yet. Brian Bradford says, why you sweating? I'm not sweating, but I just got to react every time Will Steele do something. So when he hit the Dak is hurt because, look, I'm not sweating, but I'm dramatic, so I had to go, I ain't sweating, but I do that time to time. D-Town Text. Oh, D-Town Text. That's not going to do good in the argument over here. Tyler Smith is the best tackle in the league according to PFF. Oh, shit. Oh, boy.
Is he trolling?
He can't be. Tyler Smith is the best tackle in the league according to PFF. We can let Tyron or Peter play. Will, he said we can let Tyron Smith or Jason Peters play guard. Tyron Smith never played guard. He says Tyler Smith has never played guard in an NFL game. So listen, D-Tex, this is my problem.
Well, hold on. First, that's not true. So that's why I was asking, is he trolling? He's not. The best tackle in the NFL, according to PFF, is Andrew Thomas.
All right.
I'd agree.
Who's number 2, just in case? Just
I'll go find it for you. I got you.
Yeah, please, please. And look, I just encourage. Fuck, Will, I had a fucking sound drop ready, dog.
Sorry.
No, I had a sound drop ready, but I didn't record it, and I should have had it ready. But next time, I don't want to spoil it. But listen, bro, you can't use according to PFF for arguments here, right? Because according to my film watching that's on Patreon right now, Tyler Smith still has his struggles, bro. He still has his struggles, and he's not playing like the best tackle in the league right now. I don't know.
Oh, you're gonna love this.
Please, sir.
Number 2 according to PFF. I don't do grades, but number 2 according to PFF, Rashawn Slater. Oh, don't you goddamn dare. About to vector this dude. Y'all see how he do PFF? You so phony, man. What the hell is this? dude. I can't do. If you don't know why this is hilarious, then you wasn't here for Voch last draft. But if I may, I think Micah Parsons is number 1 for linebackers.
I'm gonna get my blood pressure. They goddamn it. Y'all just hold on. I'm getting my blood pressure. I need to see it. I need to see it.
Oh, Jesus.
I need to see it. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, that ain't bad. All right, cool. We healthy. We good. I ain't that stressed out. Hey, but listen, Will Steele, bro. I am a bit extra, huh?
First of all,
What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Well, let me tell you something, Wilson. Hold on, dog. Hold up, sir. Wait a minute. Let me tell you something, sir. Let me tell you. I don't have nothing. I am sad. Listen, so I'm not sad necessarily, right? Rashawn Slater's a good player. We got a Michael Parsons. I'm cool with that. Tyler Smith is here. Cool. We got a dude for the future. Don't worry about it. I don't even know why this was even here, Wilson. I don't know why this was on the table, but it was perfect.
these ain't even allergy tears. These is real tears.
I forgot what we was even talking about. I was there so long. What was he talking about? He
was talking about yeah.
Okay, so look, D-Town text. No, now so look, the stat that you probably saw was Tyler Smith was probably the best rookie left tackle or something. Yeah, he playing better than Penning. He probably playing better than Neal or something like that. Those guys or whatever. The other kid, Ikem Ekwonu, maybe possibly, but dog, he's not the best left tackle in the league. No, sir, not gonna be able to do it. But if he was the best left tackle in the league, Will, that'll be a different conversation. Because if he was the best left tackle in the league, then what's his face? Jason Peters and Tyron Smith wouldn't be better than him. But Jason Peters and Tyron Smith are better than him, and he's still better than Fournier. So that's my point. That's my point, man. Professor O said this show is sponsored by aspirin. It better not be. All right. Let's get back to the breakdown. So I took a look at no. We got one more. We got Gallup. Have we shown?
No,
we good. We shown Gallup. No, we did not show. Oh, cool. Show Gallup. Sam Rose says we talking about Rashawn Slater or James Slater. Michael Gallup's running around, ladies and gentlemen. If you listened to Mike McCarthy's press conference the other day, we played it here and reacted to it. Mike McCarthy was basically saying he wanted Michael Gallup to get like another padded practice in, right? He just wanted a little more time to evaluate Michael Gallup. And I think what the vibe is around the nation, you listen to all of our beat writers, is that if Michael Gallup had a good practice today, that, it'll be time to implement him into the game plan. Now, I just want to, temper expectations just a little bit. But no, the Cowboys will still. I don't even think this is going to be a thing. I think if Michael Gallup does play, he may play like 10 snaps, maybe 12 or something like that. Get a bunch of run plays in, maybe get tackled a little bit, get a little bubble or something. I don't think we're going to see Michael. Pray to God they ain't got Michael Gallup like high pointing the football, jumping over people, coming down awkwardly. I hope that's not the case. But let's run some slants with him. Let's run some bubbles and let him just run around and get tackled and see where we at. But the whole vibe around Gallup is that he's been above schedule the whole time, or he's been ahead of schedule the whole time, Will Steele. So do you think that when we get to the game Monday that they're going to play him like he's ahead of schedule? So instead of playing 10, 12 snaps, he may play 20 or so?
I think you'll see him get a nice little dose. But see, earlier this morning, I was like, yeah, let's test him a little bit. Go ahead, run a 9 route and jump. But you was just like, I don't know if I want to see that just yet. I kind of want to see it a little bit because think about it. Yeah. Think about how Rush and Dak, the deep ball, right? Like Dak deep ball with Michael Gallup is a thing. And if you're only going to have one game and then Dak comes back, I need him to kind of get that rust off with the 50-50 balls. And we saw Cooper Rush throw a 50-50 ball to Noah Brown, right? Well, I don't think there's a better 50-50 ball jumper on our team than Michael Gallup. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind just a little shot. Just one time. See what happens.
If he's like wide open, then I'll do it. But I don't want Gallup like jumping over somebody.
So you want a 100-0 ball. You don't want no contest.
I don't want him falling over bodies.
I get it.
To be fair, though, Will, to be fair, against this defense and how they do things, this may be a great time to have a deep ball guy. This would be a great time to have Gallup, jumping over people in 50-50 ball. And Segway Jones, let's get into it, man.
All right.
Just some of the observations I looked at when breaking down the Giants versus the Panthers, and I looked at the first game too versus the Titans or whatever, right? My assessments don't really have very much structure to them, Will. Still, they were just some random thoughts I was thinking about as I was writing them. If you'll pull up the Giants players on defense that we had, Brumley and the team, get the graphics for. I just want to just kind of talk about some of the guys over there. And it's confirmed that Leonard Williams ain't playing, correct?
Oh, I don't know if it's confirmed. That come out today?
Well, that's just kind of been the vibe that they're gonna look at him, but they don't think he's gonna be playing. Okay. You're my info guy. So whether it be Leonard Williams, Azeez Ojulari, or Kayvon Thibodeaux, I'm not fully 100 on their status or whatever, but they're gonna be practicing like tomorrow and things like that. So we'll definitely know.
Azeez came out and said he is playing. I would, and I think Kayvon Thibodeaux will be playing as well, based off of kind of what we're hearing. So, but Leonard, I'm not sure.
Okay, Ojulari is a dude, man. Ojulari is definitely a dude. So, and look, and when I say a dude, let's just say a dude with context. Like we just played Shaq Barrett and Trey Hendrickson. You know what I mean? Like he ain't those dudes, but he's still a dude that can, give you some issues. I like Ojulari. But yeah, man, like Jahar Ward is there. Like Dexter Lawrence is still a guy. You know what I'm saying? Is he as good as some of the dudes that we've been seeing? And that's going to be something that you hear me say a bunch, Will, still. You know what I mean? This Giants team. And I think it's fair to do that. Like, you have to compare this team versus some of the teams that we've just run across. Is, Dexter Lawrence going to hit you with the DJ Reader where nobody's going to be able to block him but Zach Martin? I don't think Dexter Lawrence is going to be that for you. Actually, it's interesting, Will. Some plays I saw Dexter Lawrence kind of get pushed around a little bit. Like not all the time, like Dexter was still Dexter. But I did see him get pushed around sometimes. I just want to keep eyes on that. Not saying that we should be leaning on that or whatever, but guys like O'Shane Zimenez, I remember he played at one of the fucking junior colleges, one of the little bitty schools coming out in draft season, whatever. I forgot, but it was one of them ones. Their linebackers and their safeties are interesting, Will, because they all kind of look alike. How they're used or whatever, you'll see a guy like Julian Love in the box a bunch, like right next to Crowder, but then Crowder would he'll do his outside of the box thing sometimes. And I just think that's Martindale trying to like mix up the look. That's Martindale trying to make things look funny. There was this one play, I don't even know who it was in particular, but he dropped one of his linebackers to like the deep safety, right? It was like a deep middle, but it wasn't like he was dropping back with his eyes on the quarterback with intention to pick something off. Like he just turned around and ran backwards. He wasn't looking at nothing but the goal line.
Julian Love did that. He did that late in the game against the Panthers, and he's a DB. So yeah, Wink know what he's doing.
It was probably him, sure. And it wasn't like Julian Love was dropping back with intention. He was just running backwards. And once he got to his landmark, he turned around. So in my mind, that's there for deception. Like if you're shooting for the middle of the field and you see Julian Love there, conventional wisdom would say, okay, well, maybe we should go after this dude because he's not even looking. He's not even, going after it. But I think a lot of Wink stuff is like confusion and mess and nonsense. And I didn't get a good feel last week for the Bengals defensive play calls or whatever until I watched the offensive line film from last week. Now the Bengals did a bunch of weird shit in terms of how they did their gap exchanges and stuff, but that was more so their gap exchanges were always offensive line and it was always linebacker. It was weird, and you got to do you got to communicate. You got to figure this stuff out, but it was just those guys. Wink gets his corners and safeties involved. You know what I mean? But he will drop one of his linebackers back into a land where he doesn't want to be. Where we got to take advantage of that is we got to take advantage of how slowly developing some of those weird looking looks are, right? So if he brings a corner, it ain't like the old Marinelli cornerback blitzes, right? Where it's Scandrick, he's at corner, then he's on the line, then he blitz. Wink will blitz a bitch from deep, from all the way to the sideline, deep corner, and just develop it late just to get to you, right? And I think we got to take advantage of that. where this leaves the Giants defense vulnerable is that they only drop back like 4 dudes at a time. And that combination of 4 dudes can be any 4 dudes. You know what I mean? It could be four or 5 guys or whatever, but they keep that box so thick that it leaves so much room in the backfield for you to try to take advantage of, especially since they're blitzing and they're playing man. Sometimes they blitz and they play zone, but a lot of the times when they're blitzing, they're in these man coverages, and it's only like 4 guys back there. So like I said on my keys to win, hey, if it's going to be a whole bunch of space back there, and they got a linebacker just floating, if that dude covering Tony Pollard, and I don't even think the Giants defense tackle all that great anyway because they're not a talented bunch, let's get these boys in space and make them tackle us. You know, this would be a good time for Tony Pollard, Dalton, if he's playing, but his PCL hurt, so he ain't gonna do so much yak stuff. Ferguson to get some yak stuff. Fucking Kayvon Thibodeaux.
Yep. I mean, if you look at the Tennessee Titan game, the running backs and Kyle Phillips torched him, you know, from the slot and then from the backfield. But I think you saw Wink adjust immediately when he got, forget the kid's name, Dan Belton, I think it was, who's a defensive back who did not play in week 1. He came back in week 2, so they use a lot more big nickel and dime packages early on in downs. So if you're going to be big nickel dime early in downs, I think you got to be able to run the ball on these boys to stay in third manageable. Because one thing I noticed about Wink, and it's not even just from the Giants, but what he loves to do is, you say it's a lot of mess up there. I call it organized chaos. And you saw them have that organized chaos against the Panthers late in that game on 2nd and 10 and then 3rd and 5 to basically win the game. He dialed up a phenomenal back-to-back calls where it was the same look, 7 at the line of scrimmage, 55 Jahad Ward in the middle, Julian Love roaming around, cornerbacks. Am I going to blitz? I'm not going to blitz. But in 2 entirely different blitzes. One was a man. The second one was zone. And that's going to require, like you said, communication at the line. And your quarterback, honestly, is going to have – I hate picking sides pre-snap. I hate that because I want to be able to get through it. But if you pick the wrong side against Wink and a free rusher gets home, it could spell trouble. So it's going to be a lot of cat and mouse in this game between Wink Martindale and Kellen Moore. I think
a really good way to get them out of that is to come at it directly. You know, so if they're going to be doing a bunch of weird things up front with their, 7-man fronts or whatever, you see a bunch of that 7-man front, one safety, 3 dudes just all over the place. You see that a bunch. In my mind, and look, Jason Garrett used to do this all the time. Linehan did this all the time, and we used to hate it, but this would be a great time to do it. Just put them tight ends on the line of scrimmage and block everything up. If you block everything up, they'll move themselves out the way. If they're not integral with their gaps or whatever, they'll get themselves out of the way. As to the contrast, the juxtaposition, let it work. Last week we was like, yo, they got dudes on the inside. Let's try to get the ball to the outside. Right?
Week 1?
Pardon me, week 1. Let's try to get the ball to the outside because we ain't trying to deal with them dudes in the middle. Hey, this would be a great time to just run the ball inside. This would be a great time to just get your tight ends up there, block everything up front, get 7 guys on 7, and let's see where the hole opens up. This would be a perfect time to do that, especially when I have confidence in Dalton Schultz has gotten better as a blocker, so let's say that. But I got a lot of confidence in Jake Ferguson as a blocker, Will Steele. I wrote him down as a key, but not in the passing game, but him as a blocker in the run game. Because if they're going to be doing a bunch of that weird shit at the line of scrimmage with their safeties and linebackers and things, I think, we're going to combat that with some 12 personnel. And, bro, if we can get them dudes blocked and leaving and them being so vulnerable in the backfield when they got all them dudes on the line of scrimmage like that, I think you're going to get a lot of big plays. This is where I don't have faith in Kellen and Mike and how we run our, run our personnels or whatever. This is a Tony Pollard game.
Oh, he is on my X factors for tomorrow.
This is a fucking Tony Pollard game. From handing him the football and throwing it to him versus them linebackers. This is a Tony Pollard game. God, police outside. Police looking for the police looking for Kellen Moore outside. Pardon me if y'all heard that, but this is a Tony Pollard game, bro. And I don't know if we're gonna use them like we supposed to be using them, but you want your big plays to come from how they align. You know what I'm saying? Not just necessarily for the sake of us being explosive. So, and the most explosive dudes that we have is Tony and Turpin. This would be great if we could use them, but I ain't got faith in our dudes like that. What else?
I tell you what. the Cowboys did a good job last week and week 1 for that matter, doing some pulling in regards to Tyler Smith getting out and Terrence Steele getting out. I looked at some numbers here from the Giants. When you have a pull lead, they're giving up 12.8 yards per carry, and they have 3 rushes over 10 yards. So get Terrence Steele out, get Zach Martin out there, get Tyler Smith out there, and I would love for it to be with Tony. But if you're tight enough, like if you're executing enough, Zeke can read those lanes too and do some cutbacks and do some damage. So get your guys moving forward on this front, in my opinion, because their defense to me is more about X's and O's than Jimmy's and Joe's, and that's respect to Wink Martindale. Like I personally think they're led by their secondary because how versatile they are. Dory Jackson's a pretty quick, solid little corner. Xavier McKinney's really good. They got some solid safeties, and Wink is using those boys. That's why they're doing a lot of dime and nickel things. Linebackers are not that good. Dexter Lawrence is about their only guy you got to worry about on the interior. The caveat is Azeez and Thibodeaux. We haven't seen what they look like with them. So that is the as Law would say, that's the known unknown. That's it. Yeah. Is Azeez and Thibodeaux. But boy, if they are just trying to get their feet wet and they're not successful in defending the run, I would attack them too.
Yeah. Law be like the unknown and the iniquities of the mysteries that we have not seen, of the Thibodeaux and the Ojalaris of the world. When they're here, we have to attack it forthright and steadfast with the man.
It's either the Thibodeaux or the Thibodeaux, but I know what you want.
Hey, yes.
Azeez, I sneeze. Bless you, bless me. Let's go, baby. Cowboys.
Let's go, Cowboys. Oh, shit. Welcome to the Law Nation Film Set. Yo, you say, no. the Thibodeaux and Thibodeaux is crazy. Azeez, I sneeze is crazy. Fuck, man. Something else I saw.
This was us the whole time at camp, though. That's what y'all don't understand. Like, the whole time at camp, we was doing this. Crazy.
We just laughing, making jokes. Why Big Jordan says, Voch, as a Panthers fan, if Cooper Rush is better than Baker, y'all will win. I think he is. Baker had a struggle. Baker had a couple he got loose in the pocket and ran around a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely broke loose. But I mean, here's the thing. I gotta tip my hat to Wink.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't a lot there, bro. Like DJ Moore and Roby Anderson are good. But Wink Martindale was making things difficult for them. Their corners aren't crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah. But again, X's and O's. He's good. He's good at what he does, which is why I get you, Panther fan, or whoever was in there. But I think you still want to make things easier for Cooper Rush, Voch, by getting in third and shorts, or don't get in third down at all, because they're really good in third downs and we're not.
Sure. I think we'll be fine, man. I think I think if Dak is your quarterback, this is a whole nother conversation.
Well, we're having a difference. It's a different conversation.
For sure. But the fact that you're running with Cooper Rush makes this a different fight. But I think Cowboys defense, saves this. You know what I mean? I think the Cowboy defense will really get us right here. And you shut down Saquon, man. Daniel Jones throw the ball to you. Let's go score.
But I'll tell you this though, if they get caught in a man coverage and Cooper Rush notices it,
sure,
I do think Cee Dee Lamb could eat on whoever that cornerback, even Adoree Jackson, and I like Adoree. But if Cooper Rush catches it, because that's going to be the thing, Wink's going to try to trick you. But if he catches it, I mean, I think he can get it out there to somebody.
I think the best way to get success offensively in this game is via your yak guys, which is why I'm so big on Turpin right now. I'm so big on Pollard and Cee Dee Lamb. Noah Brown will probably look and watch, this will be the game. Noah Brown get 12 yards or some shit, right? But get your yak guys the ball, because it's going to be a lot of room on the field to work with. So that's just my thoughts, man. You know what I mean? If we serving up some good information for y'all, if you feel informed, man, please, man, just leave a like on the video, man. It just helps us out tremendously. I'm trying to get to these supers, y'all. I'm trying to get to these supers to see what y'all was talking about, because I don't just be wanting y'all spending y'all money, and I'm not acknowledging it. That'll make me feel terrible. All right, so on the Voch side, what's today? 22nd. On the Voch side, Kendall Denmark dropped a 5 and says, Vocho, salute. KDB. That beat is fire. Appreciate you, KD. Pedroski dropped a deuce and says, where there's Brett Favre, there's a penis joke. Appreciate you. D-Town Text dropped a deuce and says line continuity. I think that's where you disagreed the most. And I said this a long time ago, and I even say this as an ex-offensive lineman. Continuity is overrated with context. I always go for the better dudes. You know what I mean? You can take a Tyler Smith, like Matt Fournette having continuity with Tyler Smith don't make him better. It doesn't. Fournette's just not the guy. Now, if we're talking about 5 good offensive linemen with continuity versus 5 good offensive linemen without continuity, of course, the 5 guys with continuity are going to play better. But you got to prioritize talent at some point. Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, you can have continuity both ways. You can have continuity in a good way, or you can have continuity and continue to get your ass whooped. If you want to continuity and continue to get whooped at left guard, sure. Keep that continuity going then.
Have at it. I hate it. And Pedroski came and dropped another deuce and says, where there's Dak, there's balls. Relax, sir. Would you chill, sir? And where there's balls, there's Manscaped. Use promo code VOCH20 VOCH20 for 20% off and free shipping. We ship international. Appreciate it.
Every time you say that, I think a message.
Exactly. That's where it come from. Message. Remember, don't be a minute. He was a little baby, like message. All right, cool. Don't worry about it. And on
a grown baby, that's just nuts.
And on the volume side, Charlie G dropped the 5 and says, Dallas need to put Pollard and Zeke in the game together. Get Pollard outside and use Zeke as the bruiser. Screenplays, short pass to Pollard. That's my problem, though. I'm starting not to like that idea of putting Zeke and Tony on the field together, because when Zeke and Tony are on the field together, it's like they feel pressure to make Tony the gadget guy. You know what I mean? And I don't want them to pigeonhole themselves into that decision. You like until they can find a way to put Zeke at wing or at fullback or something, or they can run a triple option or something and just run Tony regular. I'm not liking both of them on the field.
But see, and that's an indictment to the scheme, to the play caller, to the play designer, because Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott should be disgusting together. And I don't want to give away too much of my show tomorrow, but man, please bring back the RPO type of situation. I'm seriously. There's some tape, man, from since 2019. They have not went back to that look for whatever reason. Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott put the ball in one hand, the other guy's flying across the middle. There's so many things you can do out of that, Voch, but I don't want to hijack it. It's just frustrating because you're right. The way they're utilizing them is the most basic creative shit I've seen out of 21 personnel. It's goofy, man.
I can dead ass draw you up 10 different concepts that can use both them dudes at the same time and not be doing too much, but I digress. All right, let's get into the phones. We got 2 callers. Perfect.
Perfect.
There we go. And we'll get y'all in and go to the chat box and we'll clock out. All right. And we'll give our predictions. Well, Will give us some keys to win. I'll give my prediction because he got a show tomorrow. He don't want to give up.
Well, actually, the prediction I can't even do till Monday. Yeah.
He don't want to give up his information for old punk ass volume, so he's just gonna hold his information for his show. For his show. All right. Neil.
Your punk ass information.
Your punk ass information. What's up, Neil?
How much, man? How you doing?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, there you go. What's up, Neil?
How much? How you been, man?
Man, life is good, man. Me and Will still can't complain.
Yeah, I hear y'all cutting up. I respect it. Hey, so I was gonna do something right quick. It's wanted to be like a little reporter. Right? I'm just gonna ask a couple questions and then I'm gonna get off the phone. Right?
Okay.
Because I know y'all don't want to hear these bars. You know what I'm saying? By the way, if you can, I want if there's any way for me to get that instrumental, I want to write something for it.
Which instrumental?
For the beginning of the show.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah. All right. So this is Neil with Illusions and Delusions Cowboys Fan Network. So I was just wondering for Skywalker Steele, what exactly is Noah's role right now? Because I'm not sure if he's slant guy, if he's intermediate route guy, if he's deep route guy. What exactly is he right now?
What do you mean? What is he? He's your XY receiver at this point.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if they're mainly just going to use him for deep routes, if they're going to keep him at intermediate, and how is he going to if they're going to switch his role up whenever Michael Gallup gets back.
Oh yeah, I think when Michael Gallup gets back, he's eventually going to be your XY receiver, and then Noah Brown probably comes becomes wide receiver 3, which will be your Z, and they'll move Cee Dee Lamb back into the slot and do slot things more often than not.
Fair enough. All right. So, Voch, I also had, since we were actually talking about CD, that was the next point. I was actually going to wonder, why exactly would it actually be possible for us to use CD like Devo is used or like Curtis Samuel is used, like where he sometimes in the backfield, they use them all around, something like that? Because I saw them, they did that last year. They did it like a play or two, and then it was like they just scrapped the entire idea.
I mean, yeah, but Kellen. That's it.
And then I was listening to a couple of other podcasters. Somebody was talking about TP at slot. What do you think about that idea?
Who at slot?
Tony Pollard.
Sure. Kellen.
That's real.
Do you think that would probably be like a better fit for him? Like to actually use him in his speed as opposed to like trying to find like any sort of
better
area
fit
in the backfield?
But
better fit, no, because he's a running back, but he can play slot. So, probably he probably wouldn't be a better slot guy than running back, but he's a guy that can do both. But Kellen.
Fair enough. And last thing, Voch. I'm not sure if Skywalker, but Summer Madness coming. I need some predictions if you got them.
Kellen. Okay, yeah. Summer Madness. That's about a wrap. I got Surf over JC. I got Easy over Calico. Tay Rock over Swamp. Suge can beat Chess, but I got Chess over Suge, and I got Fonz beating Danny.
What?
My only ones that I disagree with you.
Okay.
I feel like JC upset Surf, and I feel like Danny beats Fonz.
All right.
I appreciate the time.
Yep.
And if you can, I don't know how to get that instrumental. If you can push that to me in some way, shape, form.
Well, you can buy it from KD Beats for $1,000. Send me an email and we'll talk about it, Neil. Appreciate you.
All right, I appreciate it.
No, Neil be wanting to rap so bad. Like, yo, Voch, give me something to rap to. Neil, fix your phone first. Like, once your audio come in perfect and we got time in the show and it make a little sense and maybe we just chilling on a weekend or something, run it. Oh man, but Neil called in last Sunday. It was like 30 people on the phone. He was like, Voch, I know it's 30 people on the phone. Can I rap real quick? No, it's 30 people on the phone. Appreciate you, Neil. And let's get YD up in here before we go to the chat box. YD, what up?
Hey, what's going on, man? I just wanted to say, man, that you brothers pretty much nailed it today, man. I just wish Kellen Moore was listening as far as with his offensive strategy going forward this week. Like y'all said, I want to see like some jumbo packages, maybe 5, 6, maybe 7 offensive linemen out there on the field with
Jason
Tony
Peters,
Pollard, you know what I mean? Turpin, have Turpin run a couple seams up the middle, and maybe Jake Ferguson have him run a couple seams or something, some type of plays to involve them more into the offense to help, open it up a little bit for Cee Dee Lamb.
Right.
Because right now I think teams are starting to like double and triple team CD and everything. But y'all pretty much nailed it with that content today.
Yo,
that's pretty much all I have to say.
We appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. We wouldn't do it without you, man. So appreciate you, brother. Salute.
All right.
Yes, sir. Hey man, good call.
The jumbo packages.
Now, me and Will did advice. Will probably just. I would not include Will in my nonsense. But I did say yesterday that, hey man, if you want to get Jason Peters acclimated, put him in one of them fullback packages that we did with McGovern last week or whatever. Give him 8 plays, put him on the goal line, let him do like PAT protection or something like that, just to get his feet back up on him. And then when it's time for him to play, you insert him at left tackle and keep going. So I don't hate the idea.
I'm in there with the nonsense as well. If you want to go 13 personnel instead of bringing in Sean McEwen, bring in Jason Peters just to hit somebody and then wake up tomorrow and see, since
I'm a man. I'm 40.
How's that body feeling? You know what I'm saying?
How your hips? Man, it's always fun when Will Steele has confirmed the foolishness. Makes me feel much better, man. Appreciate it. I'm not just out here by myself. All right, chat. For whatever reason y'all didn't call into the show, man, now is the time to interact. You talked up your minutes. Talk to me anytime. You may be at work, you may be at school, you didn't get a chance to call the show. Now is your time to interact with the show. So interact chat. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Danny Myers 2-1, Shug 2-1. Voch, you work for Colin on the volume, but do you see how he's always trashing that? That's wrestling, bro. That's wrestling. That's just WWF, bro. Like, Colin don't hate Dak Prescott. Colin ain't got nothing against Dak Prescott. Marcus Harrison says 5 Monday Night Football games, 1,134 passing yards, 8 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 0 wins, 5 losses, no quote today, just facts. Time to lock in.
What are you talking about?
Marcus Harrison dropped a quote here. I think he's talking about Daniel Jones. He says Daniel Jones has been on Monday Night Football 5 times, just over 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and 5 losses. No quotes today. Just I ain't know that. I ain't know that, dog. God,
he about to get. I'm telling you, Daniel Jones is about to get whooped.
1,000 yards and 1,100 yards in 5 games is nasty behavior, bro. That is nasty. All right, time to lock back in. DBC, we all we got in my best G Money voice. You ain't doing this shit by yourself. Appreciate you, brother. I love New Jack City, Will Steele. You ever watch New Jack City, man?
Come on, man.
All right, my bad. Living just to love.
We was just talking about that on our podcast, me and Jesse, yesterday, actually. New Jack City will forever be a cult classic.
New Jack City is
classic, really.
It's a horribly acted movie, but it's very quotable and it's written really well.
There's a ton of hood movies that are terribly acted in the 90s, but
fair enough. That's fair enough. Spike Lee didn't help it. Voch, how do you feel about Boss Cowboy comparing Noah Brown to Chris Carter? Shouts out to Boss Cowboy, man. Shouts out to him. Doing some good work over there.
Wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Hall of Fame, Chris Carter? Nah, that's cool, man. Hey, man, shouts out to Boss Cowboy. I ain't got a bad thing to say about Boss Cowboy, bro.
Nah, I saw that segment. He wasn't really trying to say, player for player, but he probably shouldn't have used that name.
I'm fine. I'm chilling. He actually said the story. Okay, cool. Voch, you always exaggerate, but you managed to undersell the who factor of these Giants receivers. I probably could have been a little more, hyperbolic, but dog, Richie James, ain't that his name? Richie James. I don't know who the hell Richie James is, bro. I have no clue who that dude was. And I'm draft guy, so I'm familiar with like some of these 5th round picks that just show back up and turn into dudes. Never heard of Richie James.
Did the commenters say we're underselling the wide receiver group?
Well, that sounds like what they said. Let's go back up.
Sterling Shepard, I like.
Voch, you always exaggerate, but who you managed to undersell the who factor? Okay, Voch, you always exaggerate, but you managed to undersell the who factor of these Giants wide receivers. So he's saying that that I wasn't hyperbolic enough. That
Oh,
I got you. But look, to be fair, like if they had a good quarterback and they rolled out Galladay, Shepard, and like Tony or something, that'd be a solid core. But they don't use them dudes.
Yeah,
they don't use them dudes. They use Shepard, Richie, and some other motherfucker. Sills. They use David Sills from West Virginia. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. If Scott was alone in an elevator with Kellen, I fear for Kellen's life.
You know what's so funny about that? Remember I had my media pass?
Okay, yeah.
Me and Kellen was like this. He's much shorter than I thought, by the way.
Yeah, he's a little bitty dude.
We was right next to each other, and I was out there. I was hustling. Hey man, trying to get some work.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm not gonna even. No.
You just got this pass.
I just got the pass. The lady was right. I ain't gonna say her name, was out, but the lady was right there. I'm trying to put on a good, you know what I'm saying? I said, no. I saw Will McClay. I said, let me go holler at Will McClay. I'd rather talk to him because I can actually have a conversation without getting upset. So,
yeah, man.
Yeah.
You can't just attack the coaches on your first day. They'll never give you a pass.
No. And I wasn't going to like go crazy, but I wasn't going to hold back in actually asking them questions. And I just didn't. Nah, I'm good.
Jose Lube Vila, He says, Sky, out of the 13 colonies, you lived in 2 or 3.
I can't. Back to football. John May. I think John May is a Giants fan. He says Kenny Galladay's practicing pissed. He might be a factor. But is he going to play?
And if he does play, is Daniel Jones good enough to get it to him? It's just,
He had 0 touchdowns. Same as me and you last year.
Shouts out to James Madison. My bad, Scott. That's how they make their money. If they don't talk Cowboys every day, they go under, and we won't have Voch and Scott. I guess he's talking about Devon. Nah, it ain't Cowherd's money. I think somebody else is in charge of the money. They paying Cowherd, but Cowherd is heavily invested. Like, this is a piece of his company. So yeah. Is Sky 5'3"? No, Sky like 5'7".
Yeah, 5'8". I'm not that damn. I mean, I'm short as hell, but I ain't 5'3" short.
Yeah, he 5'8". Voch just 6'1". He may look a little smaller, but Sky 5.
I remember when I met you the first time you rolled up. I said, "God damn, nigga." Oh, I mean, goddamn. Yeah, whatever. Just keep moving.
Shame what they did to that dog. Perfect. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you.
Got pose now.
Gotta have a new producer coming Tuesday. So it was a cool little run, Scott. It's a cool little run.
Colin, it happens. I got comfortable. Yeah. This is my brother. This is the family. This is the community. I don't know. But you know what? At the end of the day, I'm gonna be me. You either like it or you're gonna learn to respect it. But Colin, seriously though, Colin, hold on. But seriously though, I do enjoy my job. So.
Oh man! All right.
This shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Good to have you.
Can we end the show?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get up out of here, man.
I had a real life Booker T moment.
Time out. Wait a minute. Who is this? Damn, y'all thought it was over. Then it said, sorry, that's my passion talking. Oh, shit. I feel like Farrakhan talking to Mike Wallace.
I ain't slept in a long time on air. God dang.
Yo, Scott, you not going nowhere, bro. Don't even worry about it. Shouts out to the volume. You ain't going no place, sir. If you leave, I'm leaving too. And Tuesday, Voch will be like, yeah, so we back on the Voch Lombardi page, just regular, just.
Somebody said.
This ain't even gonna be here. What they say?
Nah, Trev. You know what you said.
Oh shit! Hey, look,
End the show, bro. End the show.
Wait, mute yourself. Hold on. Cowboys 614 says Dontrell didn't already call YouTube. I'm gonna call the authorities. I'm gonna have a word with them.
YouTube gonna call me, yes, sir. You know, we heard you had a slip up on there, and then Dontrell gonna be on 3-way. You know what you said.
Yeah, ma'am.
Oh, goodness.
Hey, well, that's gonna be the new visual cue for Dontrell. Him, sir.
No, I gotta get the LeBron James joint. Right here, them right there. Get him out.
God damn, that is funny, bro.
End the show, dog. End it. Come on, do your thing.
Oh man, he already put in. Gerard Bogarty says elbow cough.
Yo, Dontrell, we love you, dog. But you know this bit is going nowhere.
Oh shit. Joe Sandberg says, seize him. You need to leave. Dontrell gonna find Colin Cowherd address, show up knocking on the door like, you know what Scott said?
Hold up, though. I gotta get that drop because you know that you need to leave drop. You hear the whole people go, and that's probably what they did in the chat.
You need to leave. He say, hold on. He say Dontrell wearing a hall monitor sash, not a sash. He's wearing a sash.
I'm about to end this. I got the control to end this thing. If you don't hurry up.
Oh shit. How long can the defense outplay the offense for success?
I don't even care no more.
All right, y'all. We're gonna move on, man. We gonna be. Hello? Hello? You want to talk to Sky? Sky, you two want to talk to you.
Press the button. I'm out.
All right, y'all. Hey, we're pretty.
And I'm out.
Shit. What I was about to say.
Hold it down for the Doski Woskis.
No, we gotta do the other shit. Follow Volume on all social media platforms. I was about to say VOC. VOLUME, the Volume Sports. Follow Voch Lombardi on VOCHLOWBARDI. If y'all want to see my film sessions, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. Will Steele. He don't even need to talk. Skywalker Steele, SKYWALKER STEELE on social media platforms, A to Z Dallas in the morning.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
All right, y'all, Dontrell. Hey, look, Dontrell not to drop the deuce and says so big. I did. Hey, we gone. Peace. Sky, hit the button.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Beats Planet.